be a little. Oh wait, there you go. What's going on, Wheaton Academy? I'm Jacob York, your host tonight for the Wheaton Academy Warriors boys basketball game against the Christ the King Gladiators. I'm here next to the one, the only Phoebe DiLoretto, her first time on the mic. Phoebe, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I feel great. It's going to be a great night in the Warrior Dome. It's loud. I can tell you that already. There's a lot of people here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. First conference matchup of the year. That's one of our game changers tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We got a healthy boys basketball team. We're going to get ready to go. We got a couple game changers for you tonight. The first one, we got to start off talking about something that hasn't gone well in the Warriors' way in the past game. Warriors are 2-2. Their last loss came down to free throws in the last quarter, and that's going to be a big one for them tonight. They got to contribute on the free throw line tonight. Early game, late game, mid game. It's going to be all over the score sheet. Warriors need to do a good job of that tonight.
I agree. Something else that is a new game changer is definitely the healthy lineup. Throughout this past week, all the boys have been sick, so the starting lineup is going to be a little bit different. And also, Ben DeHaan's coming back from a football injury. Jake Weston's coming back from a second knee injury. So we'll definitely be seeing, and let's see what else that last game changer.
Last game changer we got to talk about is this is the first conference match of the year for the Warriors and Christ the King Gladiators. So both teams want to come into this with a big one, with this being the inaugural season in the Chicago Christian Conference. So it's going to be a big-time game. I'm really excited for it. Any last words before we get going?
Go Warriors and go Gladiators.
Go Warriors, go Gladiators. It's going to be a fun one. Go grab a snack, go grab a drink, and we'll see you at game time.
boys Chicago Christian Land Conference basketball game between the Gladiators of Christ the King and your Wheaton Academy Warriors. Before we begin our evening's competition, would you please rise with me, gentlemen, remove your caps for a moment of prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem, recently recorded by the Wheaton Academy Concert Choir. Let's pray. Gracious and loving Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day and the opportunity to be in this place tonight. We thank you for safe travel for our friends and our families as we celebrate the start of a new basketball season. During this season of Thanksgiving, we give you thanks for your Son Jesus and the salvation that we have through him because of his sacrifice on the cross. We pray that you will protect these athletes as they play. May their talents, efforts, and this competition be glorifying to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I said last time I was up here in the booth, Phoebe, that was shades of the United Center, like the Chicago Bulls right there. We turned all the lights off in here.
I know, we were saying, like,
we got the spotlight, we got everything, but we're getting ready to play.
We got all the music, too.
Exactly. We got the special music. We're getting ready to go. There's the Warriors starting lineup on your screen. Bit of a different starting lineup than normal for the Warriors, with a couple players being out this week at practice because everybody was sick. But then again, everybody is healthy tonight.
I know.
And for the first time all season, the Warriors have a full lineup, which is good, but a different starting lineup than normal.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting tip-off. We finally got Ben DeHaan at the tip-off up here in the booth, which is good. I believe he's 6'7". 6'7".
Yeah.
But he's going up against. Gotta give a shout out, number 21, Jeremiah Avery. He's a tall guy as well. This
roughly
Christ the
same
King,
height, like 6'5" maybe.
This Christ the King team has some height to him.
Yeah. I know something interesting as well is that they both have the same exact class ranks too. They got two juniors and 3 seniors, so that should be a pretty even playing field considering that there's no outlier.
Worsham right under the basket, reverse layup, nicely done, gets them on the board. in the first points of this game. You're going to see a lot out of Calvin Worship tonight. Number 24 on your screen. You can put a star next to that name, you might as well say. Sam Swoboda with the ball now. Wandy Munoz trying to cut to the net. Tyler Smith looks for some options, gonna have to back off a little bit. He cuts to the middle to Wandy Munoz. Wandy, mid-range jumper, that one goes in and out. Very shocked there was no foul there. And they call a travel against Christ the King. That's a tough call. Jaden Sages with the travel there. Good defense there by the Gladiators. Nice start. Wandy Munoz waits. He spins off one, tries to cut to the net. Bendahan for three, and it is short. Tough start there for the Warriors. Jaden Sages pulls off to Christopher Burton. Now over to Calvin Worsham for three, and he airballs as well. Wandy Munoz up the wing. Gonna try to create something to Wyatt Vandervelde, and he is knocked down at the door by Calvin Worsham, using that height to his advantage. Be an inbound pass for the Warriors. Interesting lineup with Sam Swoboda on the floor. Haven't seen a lot of varsity minutes off of him this year. He was a junior varsity stud last year, led their entire team with points, averaged about 15 points a game on JV last year. But he hasn't gotten a lot of minutes so far, as that's going to be the 5-second count. Good defense there by the Gladiators.
So far we can tell the defense of the Gladiators has been pretty strong considering the height and the wingspan of all these players.
Christopher Burton passes it over to Calvin Worsham once again. Oh my pass. That was spectacular over to Jeremiah Avery. And Christ the King takes a 4-0 lead. Wyatt Vandervelde over to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith waits. Nice move. He's going to try to cut to the basket floater. And that one doesn't quite fall. Man, getting a board against Calvin Worsham is going to be tough all night long. Wandy Munoz tried to steal that one from Jaden Sages. Good defense by Wandy Munoz there. He averages about 5 steals a game at this point. Burton with the 3-point attempt. It's no good. And a foul there against Jeremiah Avery. First foul of the game. It was a good attempt there by Christ the King. Good board. I think he just got just enough push up against Tyler Smith to draw a foul on that one. Phoebe, looking around here in the Warrior Dome, I think there's more Christ the King fans here than Wheaton Academy.
Wheaton Academy fans have kind of not shown out tonight.
Wow, Wandy Munoz with a spectacular attempt there towards the basket. Couldn't quite make that one fall. Calvin Worsham picked off by Wandy Munoz, and he's able to spin off one. Good pass to Sam Swoboda, and a missed layup. Just playing a little bit too fast there. Warriors struggling to make a basket early on in this game. Calvin Worsham now. Mid-range jumper, and it'll be another foul there against Jeremiah Avery. That's his second offensive foul in as many plays. There might not be a lot of Wheaton Academy fans here tonight, but they definitely let Jeremiah Avery hear that one after the foul. Wandy Munoz, nice between the legs dribble. And he will go to the line, almost an and one there, but the Warriors just struggling to make a basket early on in this game.
Yeah, junior Christian Beaufort, number 2, has been some really good defense so far throughout all these steals that Wandy has had. He's always knocked them down.
Warriors looking to just get on the board now as they've struggled to make a basket all game long, and the struggles will continue. Just got to get the train rolling. Basketball is definitely a game of runs. Once you put one in the basket, you can put 5 more. So Wandy's just got to get one right here for the Warriors. There's my favorite backboard cam. Check it out, best view in the house. Love that camera. Shout out Miss Burek incorporating that camera in there. Love to see it. Crawford, as that one's fumbled a little bit over to Jaden Sages, played over to Calvin Worsham. Worsham D'd up by Bendahan and Tyler Smith. Good defense there by Bendahan. And a pass over to Wandy Munoz. He's able to stop under the basket. Sends it over to Tyler Smith. The Warriors trying to slow it down a little bit. Tyler Smith with a big-time layup and brings the
the
Warriors
board.
within one. Nicely done by Tyler Smith, and a great pass to Wandy Munoz on the play before. You can see there the instant replay on your screen. Bufford will pass it right back out. Over to Burton. Back out to Bufford. He has a long three-point attempt, and it's no good. No three-pointers from either team so far in this game. Passed up top once again. Calvin Worsham. Over to Jaden Sages for three, and it's no good. And Ben DeHaan will come down with the basketball there, but he's picked off right in front of the basket. Nicely done there by Christ the King. Under 4 minutes left to play, as that's going to be a travel as Wyatt Vanderbilt slipped up just a little bit. Warriors are trying to get something going. They haven't been able to find the basket too many times, only twice so far in this game, but you look at the scoreboard, they're only a three-pointer away from knotting this thing up. It's been a defensive-heavy game for sure. Wandy Munoz back on defense now, as he's able to pick that one off. Spin move to the layup and not quite able to bring that one down. Wandy Munoz in the corner now. Tries to find a way, as they call a travel against Wandy Munoz. Not sure that I saw that one. Maybe an extra stutter step that we couldn't quite see from up here. Nevertheless, good moves by Wandy Munoz.
So far, these some really good standouts so far this game is Wandy Munoz and Tyler Smith. We have both seen a lot of playing time from both of these players. Both over I would say a good 3/4 of this game has been played by them the past few games. So, and Tyler's also junior and was a varsity. I believe he was a starter last year. Yeah.
So if you guys are confused on what just happened on your screen, I don't believe I've ever seen this in the game of basketball before. So Cameron Pitts was supposed to go in the game for Christ the King, and the ref sent him back to the bench because he was wearing earrings, and you're not allowed to wear earrings, I guess, for IHSA games, which is crazy. I've never actually seen that.
Rule.
Never seen that before, but Darian Green will go into the game for Christ the King nevertheless. He's got some cool shoes, I must say. Green, mid-range jumper, good shot. It's no good. And I believe, as they call that, Christ the King's ball. That's a yikes for the Warriors there. Definitely not the call that they wanted, but Christ the King's going to get another shot. Calvin Worsham driving the net, and they call a foul against the Warriors. Tough calls early on against the Warriors so far in this game. Calvin Worsham will shoot here. As Calvin Worsham looks like he's going to be their main scorer tonight. He's able to drain that free throw. Once again, another backboard cam shot there. First conference matchup so far. It's definitely a close one. Last year in the conference matchup against Christ the King, Wheaton Academy just fell short. Don't remember the exact score of that game, but it definitely came down to the wire. I remember being at that game. 8-3 score now. But yeah, definitely came down to the wire, and I think we're going to have another game like that again tonight. The Warriors just got to drain some shots. It's going to be just a matter of time. Alex Moncal for three. It's just short. Oh my, that was a full-on body check there by Alex Moncal. Good pass over to Darian Green. Darian Green doesn't have a lot of space. Now Cameron Pitts finally in the game after he took those earrings off. Calvin Worsham. Under the basket, tough layup, nicely done, 10-3. And timeout called by Coach Smith as he's going to the whiteboard immediately. Phoebe, as you watch the Warriors offense, they're struggling to put points on the board. Do you think it's a matter of generating offensive chances or just making the shots that they're given?
I currently think just making the shots that they're given, but once they get their game going a little bit more, and once they get more into like a spiral of points, like you said earlier, I feel like the more will be taken just getting defense once they get caught up. So can't really defend anything unless you're have unless you're close.
Yeah, that's for sure. And good defense leads to good offense, too. Warriors have played good defense so far in this one. Obviously, you don't want to let up any three-point shots. They haven't done that so far. So turnovers, good pace of play. I think that the Warriors have done okay on offense. You can tell that this is a very good Christ the King team. Going to be a tough matchup all night long. There's a reason this team is successful in 2-1. As their first 2 wins were over 60-point differences. So definitely going to see a good Christ the King team tonight.
This is the type of team where you can't just lull and rest in your laurels. You got to play 110% the entire game.
Wandy Munoz with some speed. Nicely done. I am very surprised that the Christ the King coach is not getting a tech at this point of the game. He is right on the court with the players all night long. Good defense, though, nevertheless, as Darian Green moves up the court once again for Christ the King. Gladiators trying to put more points on the board, and that's a foul against Tyler Smith. As there's under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play now. Still only 13 points collectively from both teams. Darian Green missed the first shot. He's gonna try to put another one on, as I believe that is the only Nathan Downey trying to make a bit of a distraction there on the free throw line. As 11-3, the Gladiators lead now. Warriors just need to get a couple points on the board. Nice pass to Tyler Smith. Tried the reverse layup, but my goodness, Calvin Worsham, he's a tall figure, that's for sure. As that's a late foul called there. Unfortunate there, as Tyler Smith will take another one. As Gladiators are going to go to the line once again, especially with this being a low-scoring game. Warriors got to limit the fouls. It is 3-3 on the foul count, but Warriors have definitely taken more fouls in the paint, which is unfortunate. Talked about Calvin Worsham earlier. I'm probably going to be the lead scorer. He's got 6 of their 12 points at this point, 6 of the 13 now, excuse me.
Definitely take advantage of that height.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks about like 6'8".
Yeah, he's up there, that's for sure. That is a fantastic lay by Tyler Smith. Very athletic. 13-5, the Warriors trail now. They're just going to try to put some points on the board before the end of the first quarter. Good defense there by Alex Moncal. Step back three. Oh my goodness, Darian Green. Big three-point shot. As Wandy Munoz will start the play up for the Warriors once again. Good pass there, as that one, I'm shocked that was not tipped. As you can see, Wandy Munoz talking to Griff saying it's all good, just stay where you were at, no need to rush to the basket. As I believe Wandy had a point there. Griffin was wide open in the corner, especially because the Warriors have not had a lot of wide open three-point shots. You want to take advantage of those when you get the chance. Darian Green, he waits. That could have been called a travel. Bulford, and that's picked off by Hayden Schroeder with the dunk. And it's 7-15. That's gonna put some momentum back in the Warriors' hands. Look at that replay. He can get up there. Hayden Schroeder, just a freshman on this Warriors team. Cameron Pitts from the corner, mid-range jumper, and his shot is just short. Wandy Munoz cutting to the middle. That's picked off. Knocked out to center, Cameron Pitts. He'll pass it up. Malachi Dimming. Alex Moncal swats it right out of the air, and he's gonna get a board. Intensity starting to ramp up here in the Warrior Dome. Wandy Munoz, sidestep, jumper, and one!
Let's go!
15-9, the Warriors trail now. Big time play, Wandy Munoz. Nicely done. There's that Dominican energy you need. Wandy Munoz, fantastic basketball. If those of you who don't know, Wandy Munoz played on the Dominican national team for quite some time before being a foreign exchange student here at Wheaton Academy. And I tell you, we are blessed to have him. He's a fantastic basketball player.
There's that nice backboard camera.
There's that nice backboard camera. As I don't know how that ball did not go in the hoop, to be honest. Good free throw there by Wandy Smith, but we've talked about it. As we're just going to let this one play out. I want to see what the foul was against. As it was a foul against the Warriors, but then the coach of Christ the King did get a warning. I don't want to say I called it by tooting my own horn. However, I did say earlier in the game I'm surprised he had not gotten a tech. As Bufford, good pass over to Darian Green. His layup is good. Makes it a 17-9 game. Warriors have 6 seconds on the clock. Tyler Smith down the court. Griffin Schlembecker for three. And that shot is just over the net. And 17-9 will be the score after the first quarter. Strong first quarter by both teams. Obviously, Christ the King out front, utilizing their height over the Warriors a little bit, utilizing their physicality. But I'm not going to lie, going into the huddle, the Warriors look cool, calm, and collected. Christ the King is frustrated right now. I feel like they believe they should be beating this team, with this Warriors team, by a lot more than they are. The Warriors are hanging in there, but Christ the King is frustrated, and maybe that's their way to get motivated and move on. If you are watching this game, make sure you follow us on Instagram at TheRealWattTV for more live stream updates and news. Definitely got some more live streams coming up. Friday night, we got girls basketball up here in the Warrior Dome once again. Going to be a fun live stream for sure. As I believe that game is at 7 p.m., so you don't want to miss that one. So you guys are enjoying the live stream. You guys are enjoying me and Phoebe up here in the booth. Let us know in the comments what you think of the live stream. Let us know who you're watching, who you're rooting for, maybe who your favorite player is, maybe what you think of the live stream. Give us some bold predictions. Mr. Hockett, he was my partner last year, sports broadcasting teacher last year. Me and Mr. Hockett used to do bold prediction all the time up here. So I say we bring it back right now. Let's do some bold predictions. Phoebe, my bold prediction, looking at the pace of play and how this game's going, I think the Warriors are going to be in the lead going into halftime. That's my bold prediction. Really? That's my bold prediction.
I think the Warriors will come to a close.
Okay.
But I think Christ the King will end up on top with, like, my guess is going to be at least 10.
At least 10 points here in the second quarter. Interesting to see. I think Calvin Warsham's also going to have 20 points tonight. That's my other prediction. Wandy Munoz putting on the brakes. Nicely done there. Pass over to Griffin Schlembecker. Good pass to Alex Monkow. Had to wait a very long time. Warriors need to spread out a little bit. Tyler Smith. Good pass to Alex Monkow. Floating shot. No good there. Hayden Schroeder. He cuts to the middle. Nice floater and still can't find the basket. Warriors having a tough time putting the ball in the net tonight. Three-pointer in the corner. No good. Christian Bufford couldn't quite get that one, as that was a jump ball. Nicely done by the Warriors. As it's still the Gladiators' ball, but now with the jump ball in play, next jump ball, it'll be Warriors' possession. Calvin Warsham, nice layup there. 8-point game so far. He's only 12 points away from my prediction. I wouldn't really say that one's a bold prediction. I think that's just a prediction waiting to happen, if I'm being honest. Griffin Schlembecker in the corner. Pass to Hayden Schroeder, and it will be a foul. And Hayden Schroeder will go to the line. Good defense there by Christopher Burton. Let's look at the replay here. You can see the pass. Yeah, definitely some wrist-to-wrist contact there. Timeout called by Christ the King. This is getting chippy, ladies and gentlemen, up here in the Warrior Dome between Christ the King's coach and the referee for sure.
Tensions are getting high.
They're getting high. It's an intense game. You can see there Coach Smith on your screen. Let's talk about Coach Smith for a minute. Not only is he a phenomenal stats teacher, getting me through that math class. Can't say I'm a great math student myself, but he's doing a great job teaching me. Definitely using the coding language with him in our studio. But he's also a second-year varsity coach here. Very successful first year. Got the Warriors to a regional. Unfortunately fell in the regional in overtime, but a fantastic coach, honestly. Just watching him from afar, being able to do football games with him, I would make the, I'm not a betting man, Phoebe, but I would make the bet that nobody on the Sweeten Academy campus loves Warriors basketball like Mr. Smith. I would make that bet. He loves this team. He's passionate about the game of basketball. Definitely a competitive man and knows how to run a team well. As a nice shot there by Hayden Schroeder. Gets the Warriors in double digits now, 19-10. That is some distracting cheerleading chants, I will not lie.
Being a dancer by trade and doing sideline cheer, I can appreciate it, but I also understand that being a cheerleader on the other side, hearing those, it does get a little stressful because you can't hear anything.
For sure.
But great. Some great.
We got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Got to give credit where credit's due. They're doing a great job.
They're doing an amazing job.
Trying to distract the shooters definitely from the Warriors. Nicely done by Hayden Schroeder. Good pass as well. Playing the quarterback position. Hayden Schroeder and Wandy Munoz will hand it off in the end zone to Griffin Schlembecker. Moving along with that football terminology there for a minute. Calvin Warsham. That's Alex Moncow now. He waits. He tries to cut to the middle. Tough layup. And that one will be no good. Darian Green cuts the middle. Oh my, disgusting layup by Darian Green. That was nasty. Wandy Munoz with two players all over him, and he'll put one on ice and continue to move to the middle. But that pass is picked off by Calvin Warsham. Calvin Warsham passes it over to Darian Green, and they're going to play patty cake in front of the net before putting that one up. As we're getting ready for action once again. Couple subs here. As Gladiators have a 10-point lead now. Good pass there by Wandy Munoz. That's just smart basketball. Griffin Schlembecker waits to Alex Moncow for three, and it's not quite good. That shot looked golden from up here in the booth until it wasn't. As they're going to say he carried that one, Christopher Burton, as it'll be a turnover for the Warriors. Warriors running a certain play call now. Definitely a play call. If you are a Maroon Platoon fan, you know the pound play call. Warriors use it every game. Wandy Munoz. He'll wait. Passes it over to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith. He puts on a couple tough moves and hands it back off to Wandy Munoz. To Wyatt Vanderveld for three. It's good! 16-23, the Warriors trail now. Big time shot by Wyatt Vanderveld. Wyatt Vanderveld, a senior, getting his first starts this year for the Warriors. He has pretty good offense. I wouldn't say that's his specialty. His specialty, in my opinion, is definitely his defense, and that's a three-point shot by Jaden Sages. Nicely done. Tyler Smith over to Griffin Schlembecker. Griffin Schlembecker, tough shot. Very good defense once again by Christ the King, not drawing a foul there. That was Matthew Harland with nice defense. Darian Green can't quite get that one. Tyler Smith will move it up the court. Oh my goodness! Sending multiple Gladiator players. As that layup not quite good enough by Griffin Schlembecker, but he will go to the line as Christ the King will draw another foul. Griffin Schlembecker shooting now for the Warriors, and he makes his first free throw. So we talked about it in the pregame, got to make your free throws down the stretch. I would say the Warriors struggled with that early on in this game, but they're definitely picking it up as Wandy Munoz will get his first break of the game as Sam Thomas now in the game. Sam Thomas, he was a transfer from Geneva last year. Definitely a talented basketball player. I don't think we've seen his full potential so far early on in this season.
He's only been put in a few, like maybe 1 or 2, 3 times.
Only a couple times. He's had a couple 3-point attempts, I believe only sunk 1, but really knows how to facilitate the basketball well, generate some good scoring opportunities. I think tonight's the night where he breaks it open a little bit. I think he's gonna show us what he's got here against a good team like Christ the King. Bufford, pass to Calvin Worsham, no good there. Darian Green could not quite find the connection. The Warriors will get the ball once again with 4 minutes and 30 seconds. As Hayden Schroeder will pass it back over to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith under pressure over to Hayden Schroeder. Good pass over to Sam Thomas. Great no-look pass by Sam Thomas. Right on cue, my friend. That's number 11 on your screen. Gets the Warriors to 20 points. Christian Bufford over to Darian Green. Calvin Worsham spinning there, and Sam Thomas goes down to the floor. I am shocked that was a foul. Hayden Schroeder was on top of that ball. You just said it. You just said it. Sam Thomas hit the floor hard.
I heard that from all the way over here. I heard that.
We have a headset on, and we're probably 200 feet away from where that just happened. And that was loud. That was still loud. Calvin Worsham's free throw, no good, as he has 10 points in this game. My other bold prediction, ladies and gentlemen, I think Christ the King is a fantastic team. I can tell their coach cares a lot about basketball, but he's dangerously close to the field of play. I'm going to stick with what I said. I would not be shocked if he gets a tech at some point in this game. 27-20, the Warriors trail. That pass is over to Sam Swoboda. Sam Swoboda under pressure. Good pass over to Sam Thomas. Sam Thomas, pass to Wyatt Vandervelde. He fumbled that one a little. Good pass by Wyatt Vandervelde to Hayden Schroeder. He somehow picks that one up. 3-point shot, Wandy Munoz, and it doesn't quite fall. And there will be a defensive foul there against Jeremiah Avery, his 3rd of the game. His 4th of the game, my apologies. Or my apologies, yeah, I was right. That is his 3rd personal. As Wyatt Vandervelde can't quite hit that rebound, and the Warriors just struggling to put the ball in the net tonight. It sounds like a broken record, but it is true. Good pass over to Calvin Worsham. Worsham with some space. Tries to force a play. My goodness. I think Calvin Worsham threw that ball as hard as he could at Jeremiah Avery, and Jeremiah Avery somehow caught it under the basket. Sam Thomas, good pass over to Sam Swoboda. Sam Swoboda under pressure, and nicely done by Sam Swoboda to force a foul. As there'll be a timeout here. 29-20. Warriors trailing this one. A little bit of a timeout, a little bit of a chance to reset. I'm sure the Warriors need to find some better 3-point shots. There's only been 1 3-point shot made by them so far tonight. They're just struggling to bury the shots, and I don't know if that's because of pace of play. I don't know if they're playing too slow, playing too fast, but they just need to find a way to play cool, calm, and collected, slow down the game a little bit, and have a little more pressure on the offensive side of the ball. From the Christ the King's standpoint, I think they just need to play a more crisp game on the passing side. A lot of their passes are getting picked off. They're playing really well in the paint. They might as well just use their height to their advantage at this point. They're really utilizing their offensive skills and their shots, that's for sure. They have a lot of big-time three-pointers in this game as they lead 29-20. They just need to be more consistent in the paint. And that's what I believe Christ the King is going to try to do here in the last 3 minutes of this game. If you guys are enjoying, once again, make sure you drop a comment in the chat box down below. Let us know what you think of the live stream, everything you've looked at so far. If you have a bold take on the game, let us know. If you are rooting for a specific
person let us know. Got to shout out the family of Wandy Munoz. As Wandy Munoz, his family usually tunes in from the DR, which is such a cool thing that we get to witness here at Wheaton Academy. And the fact that his family being able to watch from overseas is such a blessing, and that makes live streaming worth it. And just that, as that pass going up and out of play. As Cameron Pitts could not hold that one from Jeremiah Avery. Wandy Munoz, nice handles there. Good pass to Sam Thomas. As that one's picked off there. As Darian Green, and one opportunity. Let's look at the replay once again. That one picked off. Darian Green takes it to the net. Tough lay on Sam Swoboda, and able to put it in still as it's 31-20. Tyler Smith and Alex Monkow back in the game now for the Warriors. Darian Green, his first and only free throw goes in. 32-20. The Gladiators lead now. Alex Monkow over to Wandy Munoz. Good layup by Wandy Munoz, 22-32. They trail now. My goodness, show it off Wandy Munoz. Spectacular right there. Darian Green over in the corner. As that mid-range jumper's no good. Good board there by Alex Monkow. Is that one picked off? And it is going to be, as a little bit of confusion between the refs, and they call it a Christ the King ball. That's a tough break for the Warriors. As that's a foul against Calvin Worsham now. As we just had a funny interaction with a fan praising Wandy Munoz a little bit. Got to give credit where credit's due. He's played a fantastic game so far, but funny interactions. Love to see it out here in the Warrior Dome. Calvin Worsham's free throw. No good there. Nathan Downey. Looks like his Maroon Platoon cheerleading skills are working. Doing the whip and nay-nay. Not sure that one worked. Might need to put that one back in the closet. Tyler Smith throws it out to Alex Monkow. Nicely done. Good pass to Wandy Munoz. To White Vanderbilt in the corner for three, and it's just too far. Alex Monkow over to Wandy Munoz once again. Warriors got something going now. His free throw is good, and no, they say it's a no shot. As they say the foul was before he made his last step. Wandy Munoz will be shooting two either way, so he'll have a chance to get the points right back. Just an unfortunate break for the Warriors. But, with that being said, Gladiators are in foul trouble now as they do have 5 fouls. So every foul now throughout the rest of the second quarter, the Warriors will go straight to the line. As they make the free throw there. Once again, free throws is a very good game changer, I will have to say, because there has been a lot of them so far in this game for both teams. Not just the Warriors, for the Gladiators as well. Backboard cam was there for a minute. Wandy Munoz drains both of his free throws. The Warriors down by 9. Calvin Worsham. Over to Cameron Pitts. Now to Sages. Wandy Munoz picks it off. He's going to try to take it to the net. Great layup there by Wandy Munoz. My goodness, that man can play basketball. 26-33 now. Darian Green, nice offense there. He passes it off to the corner to Cameron Pitts for 3 points. It's no good. Hayden Schroeder able to pick up that one. Over to Alex Monkow. He can't quite hang on to that pass. Cameron Pitts restarting it for the Gladiators now. Good job by Alex Monkow keeping that one in play. Bit of a rough play in and out from both the Gladiators and the Warriors. That one's no good from Darian Green, and that one's on the floor now. Hayden Schroeder couldn't quite pick that one off. It's a back and forth battle here. 3-point attempt, it's no good. And it will be the Warriors' ball. As that was a foul against Calvin Worsham. Second personal foul.
Just coming in right now is number 23, Devin West, senior. We haven't seen him play yet, so.
Hasn't been on the court yet.
And coming right back.
As they apparently didn't quite put him in play yet. But once again, the Warriors going back to the line with the Gladiators being in foul trouble, so Tyler Smith will go to the line. And his free throw goes in, and now he's in the game. There's Devin West. As Calvin Worsham will come off the floor for the first time in this game. Warriors slowly closing the gap with 34 seconds left in the half. As they'll make it 28-33. I think you're right. I think the Gladiators are going to be on top at the end of the half. But the Warriors definitely making it close. Darian Green. He waits. Passes it over to Sages. Back over to Cameron Pitts. He tries to drive the net. As Tyler Smith will pick it up. Tyler Smith's pass over to Wyatt Vanderbilt. 9 seconds on the clock. That one's picked off by Wyatt Vanderbilt. Nicely done to Tyler Smith. 4 seconds. Hayden Schroeder somehow, someway puts it in the net. A big time play at the end of the half from Hayden Schroeder, the freshman killer himself. My goodness, there's the instant replay on your screen. That was an adrenaline rush, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just a 3-point game. Wyatt Vanderbilt, a diving attempt, picked the ball up, shovels it to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, a Derek Jeter jump throw over the top to Hayden Schroeder, and he puts it up. What a half of basketball, Phoebe.
I know, wow. That was a very intense half. It looks like my prediction was wrong, thinking that the Gladiators would be 10 ahead in front of us. They're only 3 points ahead of us. So
only 3-point game.
I feel like this game is going to get way more interesting this next half. What do you think?
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna get intense for sure. It's gonna come down to the wire. Foul trouble is gonna be a huge play. But yeah, it's a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball really doesn't get better than this. So once again, drop a comment down below if you're watching. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break. I believe play starts in about 9 minutes. So come back here in about 7, grab a snack, grab a drink, and we'll see you guys in just a moment.
Academics at Wheaton Academy is student-centered. Our faculty and staff look to get your students hands-on, engaging with problems and ideas as they take ownership for their learning.
The Wheaton Academy classroom is defined by leadership from the living curriculum teacher. Our students are under the guidance of teachers who care deeply about their discipline, who care deeply about students, and most importantly, love Jesus Christ.
I've loved all my classes. I've loved how the teachers are so into teaching and just excited to teach me.
You know, I've stayed at Wheaton Academy because I feel a sense of calling to be here. I feel a sense of ministry.
I want to make sure that they know who they are in Christ and the gifts that God has given them.
Before Wheaton Academy, I had gone to public school my entire life, and I had transferred to Wheaton Academy junior year. And so far, it's been a lot different. I feel like it's impacted me a lot. I'm a lot more motivated here because it seems like the teachers and the people, they're way more excited to help you. And it seems like everybody actually cares about you here.
From the classroom to the stage to the playing field, we want a student's spiritual experience to be one that nurtures them towards spiritual maturity, that centers their lives around the gospel of Jesus Christ and moves them into a deeper relationship with Him.
Students have the opportunity both in the classroom and outside of it to learn the techniques needed to explore their passions.
The primary purpose of our coaches at Wheaton Academy is to teach our student what it means to glorify God through athletics.
Definitely as a person and an athlete, I've grown like exponentially. Like I used to be like really shy, not outgoing, but like the school has really like brought out that like, you know, wanting to be with people and like wanting to grow in my faith, especially here because I get to share that with other people.
I was kind of scared coming here first because I didn't know anybody, I didn't know the sports coaches, I didn't know any of the teachers, but within the first 2 days of school, I had a bunch of friends. I knew people in every class I went to. The teachers knew my names. People I didn't know would come up to me in the hallway and say hi to me. It'll just feel like home.
One of the terms you'll hear a lot at Wheaton Academy is the term kingdom community. And it is the concept of really pressing into what Jesus meant when He said, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." We want the truth of heaven to be true of us here in the way we treat one another, in the way that we talk to one another, when we see each other with dignity, as everyone being created in the image of God.
One of the first things I noticed was the community here, and that really stunned me. The teachers and the students, everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and that was really different from what I was used to.
My first impression of Wheaton Academy was just how God-focused it was. I just felt so like ready to learn more about God and grow in my faith.
All our activities here are designed to let our students know who they are in Christ. And I'm so excited to be a part of this mission.
Through classes, relationships with teachers, and an opportunity to perform and use their gifts, we hope that students will be able to become more of who they are, that they'll be able to discover exactly who God has made them to be, and to be able to go on from Wheaton Academy and change the world by using their gifts.
We are so thankful that you have decided to explore Wheaton Academy, and we look forward to a partnership with you for your son or daughter's education in the year ahead.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Just got a chance to sit down, take a brief moment to think about the first half. There's a lot to recap. If you guys are just joining us, I am sorry because you missed a lot. It's a great game of basketball.
That last finale was quite a show.
The last 15 minutes of basketball, just to think that the Warriors didn't even have 10 points. I don't know, barely had 10 points
And now made it to
at the end of the
33.
first quarter, and now we're at 30 points. And the same goes for the Gladiators. Gladiators had, I think, I could be wrong, I think 18 points after the first quarter. So only had 7, or my apologies, had 20. What is my math right now? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. They had 15 points after.
You heard it first from Jacob
yeah,
York.
my
He is
goodness.
not
You
a
know, I
mathematician.
shouted out Mr. Smith for his math teaching skills. This
need
is
some
not a knock on him, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, it's a knock on myself.
I need to go in for a little bit more extra help.
Yeah. Hey, that was where I needed your help on that one, Phoebe. I needed your help on that. But anyway, 15 points in the second quarter. Definitely been a fun game. Guys to look out for. I gotta mention 2 from the Gladiators, and then you can mention whoever from the Warriors. I got to shout out Calvin Worsham. He's got 12 points in this one. My prediction was he's going to get 20, so we'll see if he gets there. And then I got to shout out Darian Green. He's got some tough layups. He's got some tough three-point shots. He's number 22 on your screen. Those are the 2 guys from the Gladiators that I think. Phoebe, who do you got from the Warriors who have been standout?
I have Wandy and Ty.
Wandy and Ty, the two partners in crime, some might call them, but they are fantastic. Wandy's a senior, Tyler's a junior. What do you like from Wandy Munoz tonight?
Yeah. Wandy has got some speed.
Got some speed.
Yeah. He can get down the court so fast, and he's also very great at stealing the ball.
That's for sure. He plays really good defense.
Which is such a key fundamental part of basketball that sometimes people overlook, but that really is what makes him so great.
When you talk about 5 steals a game, it's just really hard to put that into terms as he just got the ball stolen from him there by Darian Green.
It sounds
as
easier
that's
than
going to
it
be
is.
Wheaton Academy's basketball. And then it's overruled to be Christ the King's basketball. But yeah, I think you hit the nail right there, nail on the head there. Wandy Munoz steals the ball a lot, averages about 5 steals a game, which you look at that and it's like, well, it's not that big of a deal, but he's just a fantastic basketball player. Burton with a tough mid-range shot, makes it a 35-30 game. Tyler Smith and his pass, not quite fast enough. Burton once again, his pass, tough layup in front of the net. Malachi Dimming and the Gladiators are coming out swinging here in the second half. Wandy Munoz moving it up the court. He's got 2 defenders on him. Good pass to Hayden Schroeder. As that ball's knocked out of his hand, and it's the Warriors basketball.
During halftime, we had a little, we want to give a little shout out to the Christ the King cheerleaders. They're doing such an amazing job with their amazing cheers. Being a dancer by trade, I understand how hard it can be to pay attention during these games, but they're doing a phenomenal job. So shout out to the Christ the King cheerleaders.
Yeah, they're definitely showing out. They're definitely committed for their team, making a lot of noise. That's another tough mid-range jumper by Christopher Burton. He's gotten hot from the corner so far. Warriors need to start putting the basket in the net or call a timeout, kind of reset the circuits just a little bit. Tyler Smith, his shot not quite good, but a good board there by Calvin Worsham. Gladiators have a 9-point lead now as Darian Green taking his sweet time going up the court. Christopher Burton. He waits, he'll pass it over to Jaden Sages. Over to Darian Green. Darian Green, he's going to have a tough shot, and he's not able to quite get that one. Wandy Munoz under pressure there. He's moving up the court. Tough dribble there by Wandy Munoz, and a great pass to Ben DeHaan under the basket. Wandy Munoz, a fantastic offensive play. Calvin Worsham. Calvin Worsham will wait. Calvin Worsham taking all the time he wants, making the Warriors press. As good defensive read there by Wyatt Vanderveld. Darian Green with the ball now. Warriors playing interesting defense now. Gladiators making them come to them in a foul there as they call a travel against Calvin Worsham. My apologies, I got that call wrong. But great defense there by the Warriors. The Warriors not backing down. You can see Gladiators saying, you got to come to us if we're going to play. As that inbound pass, no good there by Jaden Sages with a nice spin move. Okay. And they call a tech against Darian Green. And this is a turning point in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And I take it back. It was a technical foul on Wandy Munoz as well.
I see a little confusion from players and coaches.
As I would love to see a replay on that one if we could get it. But I'm not exactly sure what the exchange was between Darian Green and now we have a water spill on the court. There's just a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a chaotic game.
This is a chaotic 5 minutes, to say the least. As Darian Green is getting an earful from the Maroon platoon, that's for sure.
Double technical foul is called. With that, Warriors will inbound the basketball.
As there's just a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, there's just a lot of stoppage in play. We had a water bottle spill on the court. 32-41, the Warriors trail now. As it's going to be a Warrior inbound pass. I'm not exactly sure what Wandy Munoz got a tech for. I definitely saw the colorful language come out of Darian Green's mouth towards Wandy Munoz, but I didn't exactly see what Wandy did. Obviously, I was facing his back, so I can't really tell, but it would have been interesting to see. As I think that's going to be a bit of motivation for Wandy Munoz, as he's playing a little bit faster than he was just a couple moments ago. Tyler Smith waits, pass it over to Wandy Munoz. Wandy Munoz tried to force a play over to Calvin Worsham. A good pass there by Calvin Worsham to Malachi Deming. Over to Darian Green. His pass to the corner to Christopher Burton for three. It's no good, and Ben DeHaan will get the board there. Tyler Smith. He moves up the court. Nice dribble there by Tyler Smith. Tried to cut his way all the way in, and it's going to be a jump ball. As I take it back, it'll be a Gladiator ball. Or never mind, I was right. I should have stuck with my gut there. I had that one.
Yeah.
I had that one.
Trust your gut. You know what you're doing.
It was a jump ball, and it will be the Gladiators' ball because of the jump ball. Darian Green. He's trying to cut up the wing over to Calvin Worsham. Calvin Worsham. His pass is blocked. Nicely done by Alex Moncal. Hayden Schroeder trying to cut to the middle as his pass almost drills a fan as that one goes right out of bounds. Jaden Sages. Calvin Worsham to the net, and his layup is blocked as he is under pressure and takes a foul. That is just unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. Good defense there by Hayden Schroeder and Alex Moncal and Calvin Worsham. I believe the Warriors are going to stick with this 5 until they no longer can, because Alex Moncal and Hayden Schroeder are a defensive duo to be reckoned with. As Christian Bufford will get back in the game.
Back shot, Cameron.
There's the backboard cam that we've been talking about.
I said backboard.
Wadi Munoz with the inbound pass there over at Tyler Smith. Wyatt Vanderveld trying to cut to the middle. Oh my, tough layup by Wyatt Vanderveld. That was almost insane. We gotta give a shout out to the one, the only ILMEA Academy Award-winning songwriter Scotty Murray in the chat box. Fantastic senior here at Wheaton Academy. Also, all-sectional soccer player, if I might add. He wants us to talk about Ben DeHaan a little bit in his game. You know, Ben DeHaan has played great defense for the Warriors all game long. He's gotten a couple points on the board as Calvin Worsham will go to the line once again. Ben DeHaan, he's a leader on this team. It's definitely a win that he's back in the lineup for the Warriors. He's a starter for a reason, but plays really good defense for sure. He uses his height to his advantage, but yeah, I could talk about Ben DeHaan any day of the week, Scotty, so thank you for the suggestion. Glad we got to shout him out for a few minutes. Calvin Worsham will drain the first one. 44-32. The Gladiators lead now. And lane violation now against the Gladiators, and it's the Warriors' ball. My goodness, there are some calls in this game that I just never see in the game of basketball. Not saying they're wrong calls. The refs have done a really good job in taming this game. But it's just been a crazy game with a lot of different stuff. We got text going on. We got warnings. But it's just been interesting. Wyatt Vanderveld wide open in the corner, decided not to take the shot. Alex Moncal for 3, and that one's no good. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have an angle on my headset, but I stepped on the court and my headset flew off my face. So if you could not hear me, my apologies.
That was my bad too. I just stepped on mine and it flew off my head.
I stepped on my cord to stand up to watch the three-point shot, and my headset not only slid down, but flew off my face. So if you guys heard a loud crash, it's because my microphone hit the ground. I am very sorry about that. I wish we had an angle up on here, up here in the booth, because my heart rate was about 210 beats per minute right there for a second. All right, back to the basketball game. Jaden Sages, tough mid-range jumper, and it's good, making it 46-32. Gladiators starting to put a little separation. Wandy Munoz, show it off. Tyler Smith over to Wyatt Vanderveld, passes it to Alex Moncal, step back 3, and it's not quite good. And Gladiators moving it up the court to Darian Green. And Wyatt Vanderveld with a foul there will send Darian Green to the line. Wow, that was chaos there for a minute, Phoebe. Me and you in sync, both losing our headsets up here in the booth. Unfortunate situation. Let's talk about Darian Green. He's really turned it up in the second half here for the Gladiators. Done a fantastic job. This Gladiators team, they're just athletes and competitors. They've competed all game long.
They are made to be playing basketball. These guys are like very, very, very athletic.
I like the competition level. None of these guys have smiled all game long. That's because they came here to do one thing, and that's win. And I definitely love that style of play. Both of them trying very hard to win this game. Once again, if you guys have any questions, comments you want to drop down in the chat box, let us know. Alex Moncal sends it over to Griffin Schlembecker. Good swing passing there by the Warriors. Alex Moncal for 3. It's good! Make it rain from the corner, Alex Moncal. 48-35 now.
Wow.
Darian Green, nice handles there. Alex Moncal playing really good defense though. Calvin Worsham tries to go post, and oh my goodness! Calvin Worsham, have yourself a night. Tyler Smith to the middle. Alex Moncal, as they call a travel on Alex Moncal, as Griffin Schlembecker was wide open in the corner for three. Warriors down 15 points here in the third. Definitely have some time to play with.
While we're at it, make sure you follow us on the Rio Wa TV on Instagram and all other social medias. And also, don't forget to look after YouTube after this game is to rewatch any of the highlights of this game because this is one to watch. And also for future Wheaton Academy students, come to the WA visit and shadow. I am a transfer student personally, and I shadowed this year, and I love it here. So I guarantee you will love it as well.
Let's take a break from basketball and talk about that for a minute. So you came from Glenbard West?
Yeah.
If I believe so. So what's something that stood out to you about Wheaton Academy in your first semester here as a junior?
So being a junior, everyone knows that it's one of the hardest years of high school, but I really love all my teachers, and they are all so great at teaching and just making sure you have the resources and just you make sure you learn and not just memorize the content. So I would say a big part of my transfer was so well appreciated because of the teachers.
Amen to that. As Calvin Worsham will bury that one and make it a 16-point lead. My goodness, my math is off the charts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Smith, disgusting move. Griffin Schlembecker pass to Alex Moncal for three. It's good! Game time, Alex Moncal, and a smart timeout called by Coach Smith. And the Warriors starting to work their way back into this game. Alex Moncal getting hot from the three-point line. But yeah, we got 2 weeks left here in this semester, this first semester of the year. Got some tough finals coming up, if I do say so myself.
I agree.
But you do get to experience a couple of things. You get to experience the Winter Gala for the first time. That's coming up next week, a week from Friday. All WAS students are excited about that. Shortly after that, finals are next week. We got Christmas Coffee House, I believe.
Yeah.
We have
Christmas
Wheaton
Coffee
Academy.
House is this Saturday?
This Saturday. This
Or
Saturday.
6, I believe.
I
6 or
believe so.
7 in
I
the
believe so.
library at
I believe so.
Wheaton
I believe so. And then we also have the worship night, Monday night, which I am saying a little piece of that at the end. I got to prepare for that. That'll be fun. Worship nights are one of my favorite Wheaton Academy events personally. A lot of the student body shows up to that. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you name it. Everybody shows up to those. Definitely love those. Shout out Miss Burek helping out on Project Lead Spiritual Life team. One of our leaders along with Mr. Hogan. Going to help us out big time with worship night. That'll be a fun night for sure. And yeah, we just got a lot of stuff coming up. We got Winterum coming up. Your first time experiencing Winterum here at Wheaton Academy.
I'm taking classes this year. I'm very excited.
You know, I would like to say that's exciting to take classes, but I mean, some people are going to like the Bahamas and South Korea, which is like crazy.
Going to like Costa Rica.
Exactly.
Some people were going to go to Israel, but not anymore.
Not anymore, but I believe they're going somewhere else now, so I can't remember exactly. I think they're going to Puerto Rico now, so definitely some cool trips.
Really cool trips. Trips.
A lot of cool trips here at Wheaton Academy. Winterum was definitely a cool experience. Calvin Worsham will start it up for the Gladiators. Calvin Worsham taking his sweet time, going to make the Warriors come to him. Hayden Schroeder going to play defense on Calvin Worsham. Calvin Worsham to the corner, three-point attempt by Burton, and it's good, 54-38. Great shot there. 30 seconds left on the clock. That's a good pass to Alex Moncal. Good pass to Hayden Schroeder in tight. And his shot is no good. I am unbelievably shocked there was no foul called on that one. Calvin Worsham waiting in the corner once again. as they call a foul against Calvin Worsham. And timeout. Timeout called by the Gladiators. As I believe that timeout was called so the referee could get every last word in that he wanted to, or the coach could from the Gladiator side. Definitely getting his money's worth tonight, that is for sure. Let's talk about our next broadcast this Friday night against Westmont High School. Wheaton Academy girls basketball team pretty hot, coming off a couple big wins, one against West Chicago last week. Going to be a fun game for sure. Definitely don't want to miss that one. December 1st, my brother's birthday. Shout out him at 7 p.m. Going to be a fun one this Friday up here in the Warrior Dome. Not sure who will be on the mic. Oh, I take that back. I am sure who will be on the mic with me for that one. That will be the one, the only Vivian Brummel on the mic. She will get her first broadcasting appearance, and that'll be a big time game, and I'm excited for that one. (54-38) now. Calvin Worsham. There's that backboard cam that we've talked about maybe 800 times tonight. As the first free throw is good.
We love the backboard cam.
It's definitely one of my favorite shots that we were able to produce.
Never seen that before at a high school game.
Yeah, and we got some cool shots. Got to shout out some people tonight. Warriors tech or broadcast crew, definitely been a fun one. Got some people to shout out. If you've got to shout out you, first time on the mic, done a fantastic job. First time on the mic for a Wheaton Academy game, I should say.
Yes.
Definitely a Glenbard West.
Glenbard West protege.
As Alex Moncal shot just short. And we will go to the fourth quarter, take a little bit of a break. But yeah, got to shout out you. Done a great job tonight for sure. Got to shout out people on cameras tonight. We got Chandler, Carter, Medi, and Luke all doing a great job. Got to shout out the one, the only Kieran up top. He's on graphics. And then obviously have to shout out our technical director tonight, Miss Burek. She is fantastic.
Don't forget we have to shout out Mr. Jacob York right here.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That means a lot. And Eli's up top as well with Miss Burek learning under her. So definitely been a fun night for sure for basketball, but we got a lot left to play. The Warriors down 18 points in this one. I think I got my math right on that one this time. As we're getting ready for the fourth quarter. So definitely gonna be interesting to see how the Warriors try to get back into this one. Definitely going to have to press a little bit more, make those three-point shots that they're taking. They're moving the ball really well, but they just need to make more shots, I think. What do you think the Warriors are going to have to do here in the fourth quarter?
I think they're definitely just going to have to make more shots. That's just the only way you can really at this point. Yeah.
The chances are there. The chances are there for the Warriors. The passing is there. The defense is there.
They got all the components, they just got to put them all together.
They just got to put them all together here in the fourth quarter and see if they can come back. But this is a tough Christ King team. The Gladiators have played a fantastic game so far tonight. Got a shout out Calvin Worsham. He's really leading the team tonight.
Playing amazing.
He's got 20 points. He's got 20 points.
He's got 20 points in the 56 and has got most of the game time. We've only been out, I believe, 4 times.
I believe he was only out the one play at the end of the first half. That's a great layup by Wandy Munoz and a tough start for the Warriors. Definitely what you want to see if you're a Warriors fan. And the Gladiators fans, that's a dangerous man to have fired up. Darian Green. As this one's passed over to Christian Bufford. Bufford tries to go to the middle. Euro step and a big time layup. Wandy Munoz. He somehow weaves around a couple players. Alex Moncal up top. As Wandy Munoz comes down with that one somehow, some way. And it will be the Warriors inbound pass.
You definitely see a pattern with Wandy Munoz. He is definitely, anytime there's a score, he takes it back and runs it the other way. Such a powerful player.
Wandy Munoz able to pick that one up and take it to the basket, and Tyler Smith will get the rebound for the Warriors. Nicely done. Warriors only trailing by 16 now, starting to close the gap slowly but surely Darian Green will start it off for the Gladiators. So we just had a question in the chat box as pardon the interruption, Darian Green had a three-point attempt, and it will be the Warriors' ball. As I was just saying, somebody asked in the chat, Scotty Murray getting some love, asking if he had committed for soccer yet. He has not quite committed yet. He definitely has a lot of college offers, a lot of college attention, a defensive high school superstar for the Warriors this year. But he's done a fantastic job. We have a substitution real quick as I believe that'll be Cameron Pitts getting the game for the Gladiators. But no, he's not quite committed yet. I believe that commitment will be coming sooner rather than later, as that will be a foul against Cameron Pitts as soon as he gets into the game. As Sam Swoboda is back in the game for the Warriors now. Warriors trying to get all their shooters on the floor, trying to make something happen on the offensive side of the ball. Wandy Munoz trying to cut to the middle. Good eagle eye pass from Wandy Munoz. Christian Bufford, he waits, he'll pass it up to Calvin Worsham. Calvin Worsham trying to cut to the middle. Tyler Smith all over him. As they call a foul against Tyler Smith. Coach Smith unhappy with that one. Understandable. That's the Warriors' first foul. Calvin Worsham gonna try to find a play at the basket, and my goodness, that's a tough shot, ladies and gentlemen. Not much defense is gonna be able to block that one. Tyler Smith cutting to the basket, and he will go to the line. As he'll go to the line, shooting two now. 16-point lead once again for the Gladiators. It seems like every time the Warriors try to open the door, it gets shut once again. That's Tyler Smith. That one's in and out. Unfortunate there. And 15-point game now. Calvin Worsham trying to start it off, passes it over to Darian Green. As Darian Green going to the basket, and it will be a foul called against the Warriors. As Darian Green will go to the line once again. Darian Green makes his first free throw attempt. Nicely done there as Gladiators once again starting to pull away ever so slightly as it's 61-45 now. And he will make his second free throw. Nicely done by Darian Green as he has 14 points now in this game. As Wandy Munoz trying to cut to the middle. He waits. Puts on the break, spins once, spins twice, and then will back out. Wandy Munoz passes it over to Tyler Smith. His three-point shot, it's good. And 48-62, the Warriors trail now. Starting to turn the clock, trying to bury some shots before it's too late as there is 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left, Warriors got some time.
As that pass over to Calvin Worsham. Gladiators. Calvin Worsham trying to find the middle. As they call a foul on Tyler Smith. It's a tough shot. Coach Smith trying to get an explanation on that one. As Christian Bufford will have the inbound pass there. And another foul against the Warriors. As there's a lot that just happened in the last 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So there's another foul against the Warriors, but then Calvin Worsham, my apologies, got his final warning before being thrown out of the game, is what the referee said. Oh my, tough layup by Hayden Schroeder. As it's only a 12-point game now. Warriors starting to creep back into this one. Darian Green, as that's a foul called against Hayden Schroeder. That is a tough call against the Warriors. Excuse me, now it's a Gladiator foul. As it is the Warriors' ball. This is just a confusing game, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say I know the game of basketball pretty well, but my basketball knowledge is limited when coming to decipher all these calls in the moment. Ronnie Munoz over to Alex Moncal for three. It's good! 53-62! And Coach Smith is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 9-point game. The Warriors starting to crawl back into it, opening the door.
Warriors coming back into the game very, very last minute, but here we are.
Just when it seemed like the Gladiators put the nail in the coffin, the Warriors pop it right back out. And Alex Moncal making it rain from the corner. As we're standing right above the Gladiator bench, and it's a heated conversation going on right in front of us, that's for sure. As Coach Smith, I bet the Warriors aren't game planning much on the Wheaton Academy side. I bet Coach Smith is just motivating them. They're trying to motivating them, making them compete a little bit more, fighting a little bit harder.
Putting all that energy into one last 4 minutes.
As Gladiators, they're a bit frustrated on this side, and I understand why. That was definitely a tough turn of events, a tough call against them, and then immediately the Warriors come down the court, and Alex Moncal drains a three-pointer. And a very, very well-called timeout by Coach Smith. And it will be the Gladiators' ball, and the Warriors only down 9. Jaden Sages will move it up the court. Sam Swoboda playing good defense there. Christopher Burton hands it off to Darian Green. Jaden Sages step back three. It's no good, but Calvin Worsham will get the board and somehow put it in. Wandy Munoz trying to start it back up for the Warriors. As that's a foul called against the Gladiators, and Wandy Munoz will go to the line because that's the 5th foul of the half or the quarter. As Darian Green, that's his 4th personal foul. He's 1 foul away from fouling out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's big time for the Warriors because that's their best, that's probably their hottest player right now. Lonnie Munoz drains that free throw. Not to mention he's got 4. Calvin Worsham's got 3 himself, so both those players are in foul trouble for sure. And timeout called by the Gladiators. That's a smart timeout call. They got to rethink their defensive strategy now because the Warriors are going to play aggressive with 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And the Gladiators not only don't have the foul count to afford any more fouls as a team, but also personally, their two biggest defenders, they're in trouble. Definitely changes the strategy of the game, Phoebe.
For sure. Both teams are making some pretty big calls and timeouts just to get that last word in before, try to strategize anything they can at this last minute.
Coach Smith, he has one more time, or 2 more timeouts left, I believe, so he's definitely going to utilize those in the last 4 minutes. It's a 10-point game, as Wandy Munoz has one more free throw as well, so they're definitely going to use the timeouts to their advantage, but the problem is the Gladiators are in big-time foul trouble with the two biggest players. The Warriors, yes, there are some fouls that they need to be aware of, as Hayden Schroeder's got 4, I believe. I believe Tyler Smith's got 4 as well, which that would be an unfortunate break if Tyler Smith fouled out of that game as well. As Wandy Munoz only has 2 fouls, so he's clear. But yeah, Calvin Worsham and Darian Green with 4 and 3 fouls. That's tough. That's a tough situation. And Wandy Munoz will bury that free throw, and it's a 9-point game. Hayden Schroeder has 4 fouls. He needs to be careful. Darian Green will move up the wing. Puts on the brakes. He doesn't have a play. As Darian Green moves to the middle, tough lay, and it goes in. Nice shot there by Darian Green. Not forcing a foul as Wandy Munoz let him take the shot. As Wandy will go to the line. Nicely done once again. And here's where the free throws come into play. We mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again.
This is when it counts, because last game, this is when it started going not in Wheaton Academy's favor, but this is when they really need to put the energy in and really make the accuracy on these shots.
Wandy Munoz drains the first one. He's been fantastic tonight. That's his 14th point. As he's got plenty of assists and steals tonight for the Warriors as well. 10-point game once again. And he drains that one as well. 15 points for Wandy Munoz. Fantastic job. Darian Green. Pass it over to Calvin Worsham. Tyler Smith's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. As no good there, as Calvin Worsham will bury that one. Warriors doing a good job keeping pace with the Gladiators, but they need to find a way to pull away. Wandy Munoz to the middle, as that's another foul against Jaden Sages. Wandy Munoz forcing the pressure against the Gladiators to make a defensive change. And the Gladiators just trying to find a way to dig up Wandy Munoz right now. He's a tough guard. As the cheerleaders, I mean, you shouted them out earlier. They're really getting into this game for the for Christ the King.
An amazing job.
They've done a great job keeping energy this entire time, even in the dull moments, it seems like. Wandy Munoz still with 2 shots there. They had to wipe something off the ball, and he drains that one. As Griffin Schlembecker will go in the game for Sam Swoboda. Wandy Munoz making all of his shots down the stretch. And he drains another one. Fantastic job by Wandy Munoz, his 17th point now. Darian Green. And pass it over to Calvin Worsham. Tyler Smith's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Nothing called there. They pass it out as Wandy Munoz will get a foul. Wow, it is just an interesting situation now. As, my goodness, Calvin Worsham just got a tech. As he was warned earlier in the game. And now,
Technical violation is called against number 24, Calvin Worsham, from the Gladiators.
so what I believe what's going to happen now is the Gladiators are going to get 1 free throw, and then the Warriors are going to go back down on the other side and get 3. Or I take it back. I take it back. So the Gladiators got 2 free throws, and now it'll be 2 free throws on the other side for the Warriors. So Wani Munoz. So Wani Munoz now will go to the line for the Warriors. Wani Munoz will make his first one. Nicely done. As he's got 1 more shot now. So what happened was a technical foul was called, so Gladiators still got their 2 shots. Warriors will get 2 shots, and now
Back to a 9-point game.
back to a 9-point game, and now it's the Warriors' ball. But what's unfortunate about that is Calvin Worsham has 4 fouls now along with Darian Green, so both of them are 1 foul away from being out of this game. And there's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Tough play by Tyler Smith! 7-point game!
Getting close. Last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 2 minutes, 15 seconds right now.
As Darian Green, I am so shocked that was not an offensive foul against Darian Green. I am beside myself watching the replay of that one in my head. As it was called a foul on Griffin Schlenbecker. As Darian Green will go to the line now. Fouls matter down the stretch, so do the free throws, and Darian Green buries his first one. Two minutes and 13 seconds left in this one. Darian Green's shot is good, and once again, it's a 9-point game. What a crazy game, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Smith will pass to Griffin Schlembecker, 2-point shot, it's no good. Wani Munoz able to pick that one up to Tyler Smith in the corner for 3, and it's not quite good. Hayden Schroeder with a big-time board and lays it in. That is a huge play, ladies and gentlemen, by Hayden Schroeder, and a big timeout called by Coach Smith. That is a monumental play. I cannot stress to you enough, if you're watching the live stream, how important that board was by Hayden Schroeder. That was a big-time offensive play, and then also not to take a foul on the jump because he's at 4 fouls as well. So Coach Smith burns another timeout as it's only a 7-point game now. Phoebe, for your inaugural time up here in the Wheaton Academy booth, this is quite the game to watch.
I know. This is one very, very special game that this is going to go down as a remembering game. Like, yeah, this is a very, very tight game. Very, very athletic and amazing athletes in this game so far. So make sure, I would make sure to rewatch this because this is going to be an interesting game. It leaves you on the edge of your seat the entire time.
Warriors trying to draw something up as it's only a 7-point game. Gladiators have a different defensive strategy now as I'm watching their huddle as well. As it will be the Gladiators' ball. I would not be shocked if the Warriors with a little full court press here to start. As on the floor, we got Hayden Schroeder, Alex Monkow, Tyler Smith, Wani Munoz, and Griffin Schlembecker for the Warriors. As that is what the Warriors are going with. I spoke it into existence once again. Different full court press. Calvin Worsham pass it off to the side. Good defense by Wani Munoz, and a foul called against Tyler Smith. And as Tyler Smith is out of the game, that is unfortunate break, as that is a tough call. Tough break if you're a Warriors fan. And now Christian Bufford will shoot 2. As Bufford missed the first free throw. Once again, free throws are big down the stretch. Would be big if Bufford could drain one of the 2, as he does there. 8-point game now. The Warriors do have to play a little bit faster than what the speed is right now. Wandy Munoz passes it to Hayden Schroeder, and he will go to the line. And also Calvin Worsham is out of the game, because he will foul out there, as that was his 5th foul now. As he's out of this game. And this is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. So you trade Tyler Smith for Calvin Worsham. Calvin Worsham had 28 points in this game. So has Hayden Schroeder's free throw not good on that one. They need to make one. He needs to make his second one here. Bring it within 7. As he does make that one. Burton will pass it off, as that was a foul against Griffin Schlembecker. So once again, now the Gladiators, 3 of their players are at 4 fouls. As Bufford's shot is no good once again. Tough free throw shot. We talked about in the pregame, free throws down the stretch will hurt you, and it is hurting the Gladiators right now.
Especially when it's so little time in the game. I feel like it adds more pressure even almost to the player. So it's even more important that they really laser focus in on exactly what they're doing instead of the outside.
Hayden Schroeder to the net. That one doesn't quite fall, and Hayden Schroeder will foul out of this game. That's a tough break. Not a smart play there on the defensive side of the ball from Hayden Schroeder. That play was out of his hands, and still decided to play physical. Just unfortunate, but played a heck of a game so far. Hayden Schroeder, the freshman, nicely done. Just an 8-point play. As that one is no good. Shot there by Jaden Sages, not good on that one. As once again makes it interesting. And that one doesn't go either. Free throws down the stretch will hurt you. We said it a couple times. Wandy Munoz, nicely done, and banks in a 2-pointer. It's a 6-point game now. Good defense by Wandy Munoz. That ball's fumbled. And a foul called against Wandy Munoz. Darian Green will go to the line on the other side. Only a 6-point game, so Darian Green needs to be safe. You want to make one. He would make it tough on the Warriors if he made both. And he makes the first one. Nicely done. Nicely done by Darian Green. He's played a great game tonight. He's got 19 points. Wandy Munoz has 21 points, ladies and gentlemen. And Darian Green makes both of them. 8-point game now, Warriors. Pass it over to Alex Moncal. As that one's picked off. Nicely done by Jaden Sages. And he makes that one. Wandy Munoz now will go up the court. 10-point game. As foul called. And now Jeremiah Avery will foul out of the game. Jeremiah Avery with his 5th foul of the game. Wandy Munoz needs to make both of these. Wandy Munoz can make both of these. It'll be tough, but the Warriors got a shot. And he makes his first one once again. Wandy Munoz coming in clutch down the stretch for the Warriors. And second free throw, no good there. And Wandy Munoz almost picks it off. And a foul called against Wandy Munoz. And that's going to be a tech now against the Gladiators. Things are getting interesting. As, my goodness, that is just a tough call. That is a tough call. That is a tough call, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand that one. No foul against the shove against Wandy Munoz. And it's a 10-point game now. Gladiators pulling away slowly but surely. It's 11 points now. Warriors trail. Griffin Schlembecker will move up the side. Over to Sam Thomas. He's got no play. Sam Swoboda in the corner. Great passing by the Warriors. And it'll be a foul once again. And clock's just going to bleed down on this one. Nicely done by the Gladiators. It's just a tough one to see. As 28 seconds, the clock's going to bleed down this one. Big time battle between the Gladiators and the Warriors tonight. Definitely been a fun one to watch. As Warriors are just going to have to step up and shoot a couple threes now. Alex Moncal won't be able to grab that one. Sam Thomas tried to throws it out to Griffin Schlembecker. Griffin doesn't have a move there. Sam Thomas can't quite make the shot. Griffin Schlembecker for three. Can't make that one, and the clock is going to bleed down. Gladiators going to go home with the win on this one. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun one. Well-coached game on both sides, well-defended game on both sides. 81-69 is our final score. Christ the King is going to go home with the W on this one. Great job by both squads. Thank you guys for watching. Phoebe, thanks for being up here. This was a fun one.
This was a great game. I'm super glad everything went really well. This was fun.
Yeah, and I want to shout out the rest of our production crew once again. You got Miss Burek up top on TD doing a great job, along with Eli, Chandler, Carter, Medi, Luke, and Kieran, and as well as you, Phoebe.
Don't forget Jacob York.
Thank you guys for joining with us. As we always say up here in the booth, Warriors country, let's ride.
Wheaton Academy Warriors boys basketball team is back in action on Saturday night at 7:30. Look forward to having you all back with the Warrior Ball.